And whilst I'm on about it, Rob, I'm going to bring in my underappreciated performer of the weekend. And I had quite a few contenders this weekend, actually. It's Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes.
Couldn't love him more.
I've always liked Harvey Barnes. And I'm sure, obviously, the club and Eddie Howe appreciates what he does, but he has been treated. He's had to be patient, hasn't he? Because Anthony Gordon is the left winger, and he hasn't really wanted to squeeze those two players in. So Harvey Barnes really has been a backup player all season to Anthony Gordon. Gordon's been out injured. Barnes has played. He scores. He's a scorer. He's powerful. He's a creator. His crossing's very good. He scores 2 goals today. The second goal, he steams through the middle on a slip from Manchester United, sticks it in the top corner. I think he is underappreciated by maybe Premier League fans in general. What he did at Leicester City and now moving to Newcastle, I believe in him. I'd love to see him as a regular starter, though it seems like Eddie Howe still likes Jacob Murphy, and no reason not to. He's a really good player. But Harvey Barnes, I mean, going back to the Arsenal, you know, what a kind of a wide player to bring into the front line when you've got some injuries or whatever. So I just think he's underappreciated, and he's a very, very effective Premier League winger.
I remember, I think it was Premier League Summer Series the last time it was on, and he flew out to America to meet up with the team. He'd just signed from Leicester City. And, you know, Eddie said, it was interesting talking to Eddie, said he's one I've looked at for a while, and I like all the profile about him. He just said, he said, I'm just going to have to be careful with the intensity of how we train, because he's one of those guys he thinks can pick up muscle injuries. And it was interesting that he already, and then I think he picked up a little knock. He's had a few knocks that have hindered probably his chances to go consistently. But, you know, to Gary's point back on like front lines of top 6 teams, and obviously Newcastle want to be there and cover, that's the kind of quality you've got to have. That when he comes in, there's no drop. He brings a different element with his power and his running and his direct style of play. And he's got a good eye for goal, mate. His record tells you, you know, from the Leicester days why Newcastle bought him. So it's a really good shout, underappreciated. And you know, that's what Newcastle are going to need, Rob. If they're going to be the team they want, they're going to have competition for places. If they get to Champions League, they've got to be able to maybe rest at the weekend and still have a strong team and have a strong team in Europe. So... yeah, I like that one, Harvey Barnes, because he's a player who doesn't often get mentioned with the Isaacs, and Gordon has his moments, and Bruno and all those. But he might still have a really big part to play in Newcastle going forward.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Lowe, and as we head towards the end of an exciting Premier League season, make sure you like and subscribe on the NBC Sports YouTube channel for more content like this.